oceans they cannot fathom. A lone boat, lost in a storm. An island from map unknown. Wind, waves, and thunder. The boat torn asunder. 4 bodies washed ashore.
Hello everyone and welcome back on the Playdius stream. I'm Hama and this is Adrian.
Hello guys.
So today we are gonna talk once again about Dead in Vinland. Today's stream we are gonna focus on the life at the camp.
Yep.
So this is the main places where we will have to manage the characters and the different stations. Just to let you know, we will have 2 other streams in the next weeks, and we will talk about the exploration system and also about the fighting systems. But for now, let's focus on today's subject, which is the life at camp.
So just to remind everybody, so Dead in Vinland is a survival management game. So basically, you lead a family that got exiled from their homeland, and they
crashed.
They crashed, yeah, exactly, on an unknown island, and the idea is that they actually want to settle and survive. So and we can actually jump on the camp right now. So let's move on.
Let's go. I will just have a little sound. Okay, I hope it's not too loud. Should be okay. It's okay. Okay, great. So about the main camp, there is actually 5 different areas in the main camp, and on all these different areas you can build several stations. Before we look into the different station, maybe we can have a look at the stats of the characters.
We discussed last stream actually that you can go have a look on replay, I think. We discussed about the characters and their skills and those kind of stuff. And so now here is Eric's statistics. So I think we can first focus on the vital signs that you have on the left side of the screen.
Definitely, I guess that's the most important part.
Yes, so you need to watch out and monitor those watching points, definitely. If any of the 5 vital signs reach up to the 100%, you will lose the character.
Yeah, this is not a winning situation.
No. So we said that 2 weeks ago, but let's say it again. So you have 4 or 5? Is it 5? Sorry.
No,
four main characters.
That is 4 main characters.
4 main characters. So Eric, his wife Bloodwed, his daughter, her daughter Kairi, and Moira, the sister of Bloodwed.
Yeah.
So if any of them die, it will be a game over for you. You will have other secondary character that you will be able to.
Those can die, so nobody cares. Oh well,
no,
actually, actually,
it will have an impact on the whole group. But you can actually
keep going.
Make it through.
Yeah, sure.
So let's check them out. So first you have the fatigue, which is one of the most important factors to keep an eye on, because the fatigue will have a quite impact on all your statistics. So if you maybe can go over the statistics, you see that if, like for instance, Eric has 6% of fatigue, and the fatigue modifies and gives a debuff of 1% on all the physical abilities. So the fatigue has an impact on all 4, so the physical, the mental, the concentration, and the endurance statistics. Whereas for the 4 others, so the hunger, the sickness, the injury, and the depression, have an impact on just one of them. So the hunger.
For example, yeah, let's take the hunger. So if the character is hungry, what's gonna happen? What will be the impact?
You will lose concentration because you
okay.
cannot concentrate whenever you're hungry, right?
Right, I guess so.
Yeah.
So yeah, you will have a debuff on concentrations,
Yeah.
impacting all the sub skills that we
Yeah.
have here.
Exactly.
So we'll have for now we have 1% of debuff on healing, crafting, cooking, extra. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
All these statistics will have impact on the activities that you will have on the camp, depending on what station your characters are, and also you will pass skill test, a bit like D&D's. It's just so rolling a dice.
Okay.
The computer does it for you, and it's just your statistics of having a success.
Okay, so we'll see a little more about what you just said in the next stream,
Yeah.
during the exploration system, where you will have those skill tests.
Exactly. So I think we can move on.
Yeah.
Back to the camp.
That's it for the stats. Just to let you know, there is also some traits. We'll not go deeper into that. Just to let you know that you will have some buff depending on the different event of the game, but also some debuff. So, for example, if you lose some skill test, you might have a trait adding to your list.
Yeah, for instance, like we have the lasting remorse, like we said, Eric feels bad and thinks it's his fault
if the family
got exiled.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is actually a trait of his character in his character sheet.
Sure. So okay, let's move on. So today we are gonna talk about the main camp, and in the main camp you have several stations, and you can craft and upgrade station too. So let's try to craft something.
Yeah.
And oh hey, here's Eric. He's ready to craft something. So let's see how it works. Just to let you know, for now we have Eric, but you can put different characters, and you have the stat, for example, for crafting. Carry will be at 17, but
It's quite slow. It's quite low. Sorry.
Quite low, yeah. But Eric is way better with 33. So let's put Eric. So what are we gonna do on this workshop?
We need to craft to choose a plan for crafting.
Yeah, that's what we can read right here. So let's try to craft something.
So we can make the lumber camp, a tavern, could be interesting.
Yeah.
Harvesting camp, cooking pot, herbalist as well, and a forge.
Yeah, you can see that you can build the different station because there is this yellow point here. The red one, it means that you don't have the required
Resources.
stuff. Resources, so like wood, ropes, and fabric. So
I guess for surviving, cooking is quite important. So let's move on to and create the cooking pot.
yeah, sure.
But first off, before crafting it, we can see that the workshop on the top right is in a bad condition.
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can repair the workshop. All actually the stations have a condition.
Yeah.
And it is something that you must keep an eye on, because whenever you put a character onto this station, so his statistic will impact his activity, but also the condition of the workshop.
Exactly. So maybe we can try to repair a little this
Because
workshop.
it's quite bad.
Yeah. So as you see, since the condition of the workshop is bad, the crafting speed is decreased by 25%. So to repair it, we just have to click here.
What is needed? We need one stone.
Yeah, one unit of stone, and we currently have 2. So let's repair it a little.
Okay.
Here we go.
So now it's good, 70% good. So we will only lose 10% of crafting speed, which is so a bonus of 15%.
Yeah. Okay.
So now, so we can go back to the crafting plan. Select.
So let's
the
choose.
cooking pot.
Here we go. So not the lumber camp, the cooking pot. Here
Tavern,
we are. Right, tavern. It's a little early for
early
tavern.
for tavern,
But
it's interesting, but later on.
yeah, as you see, we need 5 units of woods and 1 unit of stone. And here we go.
So it's not done right from the out of the bat.
Yeah,
So,
it's a turn-based game, so you select all the action and
Yes.
then you have to press the next button to actually let the character do what they were assigned to.
yes, maybe if we can go on the other side of the screen, you'll see you see on the top on the bottom, sorry, right, the next button to skip the day. So yeah, as we should say maybe, so every day in the camp is divided into 3 time periods.
Yeah.
You have 2 times where in which you can assign characters, so
On the
stations
different
and
stations,
activities.
yeah.
Yes. And after each activity,
yeah.
you will have some feedback. So maybe we can move on and do spend like the morning doing something.
Yeah, sure. So we have Kerry. Let's have Kerry back to the shelter for now. And okay, so let's give it a try. So
we have just we have here Moira that is on the station for scavenging.
Scavenging.
So she will go and look on the shipwreck and search for some interesting equipment.
yeah. So here we go.
Let's move on. So now we have the feedback of the day passing. So +3 wood, 2 ropes, 1 fabric,
Raw fish.
fish as well.
So all these items will be
Arrows.
useful either for the building or crafting station, or during the exploration and the different events. And also you might have some items that you can use on your character. For example, if to decrease some vital stats like fatigue and all this kind of stuff. So
Okay, so obviously sticking to the shelter decreases
the fatigue.
while actually working increases it. We just had a look at Moira having a big increase on her depression because she actually went looking for stuff on the shipwreck, so definitely not something very pleasant.
yeah. So okay, just to let you know, we'll use a little cheat just to speed up a little the crafting. So here we go, and now
We have a good crafting speed now.
yeah. So it should take only 1 turn for Eric. You know what? Let's put Moira back to the shelter too, just like this, and up. Here we go. It's nearly done, but not yet. Not yet. So as we say, there is only 2 turns in one day, but for the need of a stream, we'll just make the day like infinite day. Like what was the name of this movie? The day of a beaver? I don't know. I just can't remember. You know, with Bill Murray, you know?
Yeah, I know,
don't-
but I don't know the title.
Okay.
You're on your
that's
own
a
for this
shame.
one.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
know the French name, but yeah, anyway. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so now the cooking pot is ready, and the station will appear on so one of the areas. So we can actually select one character that in order to make so cooking better.
Yeah, cooking and also salt. We won't talk about the salt.
So
Here
here it is.
Ta-da! Oh, but
Again, some fatigue as well.
Mhm.
So now that we have the cooking pot, so basically we have cooking pot, we can cook.
Yeah, but first of all, to
Okay.
cook, you need fire,
Oh yeah,
which is quite important. So
So yeah, so we have 2 things that need to be actually monitored as well as
the vital
as
signs?
the vital sign.
Yeah.
Those are vital for surviving anywhere. It's fire and water.
so let's click
So
here.
that's So we can see that we so do have some
This is-
non-potable water and potable water, and we have a fire.
Also, so for now the fire is at 0%, there is no fire, but we have a Tinder which has nothing to do with the app, matching app. Anyway,
Swipe right.
anyway, with this we can light the fire. You just have to know that in any case you have to maintain your fire by filling it with the wood. if the fire's level reach 0, it's really harsh to find some tinder and to reignite the fire. So monitor the fire at all costs.
And the fire will be very useful for several activities, and one of the most important activities is having some purified water. In order to purify water, you have to boil it, so it costs fire. So I think we have 2 liters of non-potable water. Maybe we can make some potable water.
Yeah, as you see, to make some potable water, you have to use 1 unit of non-potable water to get only 0.5 units of potable water. So here we go.
Yeah. So
I just pressed 1, and as you see, the fire decreases. So it decreases from 5 to 10% at its
we lost
each
7%
action.
there.
Yeah, and here we go again.
And 10% this time.
Okay, so I can put some wood.
Yeah, so
Here we go.
Whenever you want, you can add some wood that increases the fire intensity.
Exactly. So for the incoming night, we might need some potable water. So let's put someone.
So now,
here
we
to
spent half of the day. It was Eric crafting, and now we can assign another activity to characters, so they do not have to do another crafting for the rest of the day. You can put the character someplace else.
Yeah.
So we have Carrie that will scavenge some non-potable water. Yes, we can maybe have Moira on the cooking
Blood away.
Blood, yeah, right.
Blood away.
Blood on the cooking area. Maybe we can select a recipe to make before that?
Yeah, exactly. So let's click on the cooking pot and choose recipes.
So before we choose what to make, we have some, like, the food is perishable.
Yeah.
So if you have raw meat, raw fish, they will at some point perish and will not be edible anymore.
Well, there will still be edible, but
at your own risk.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely, a 7-day-old fish is eating that is at your own risk. So we have 7 fish, raw fish, that we can actually make into fried fish.
Yeah.
So the idea is that the raw fish, whenever cooked, will be better first to eat. It will reduce the hazard events of being ill, and will also increase the satisfaction of eating. So it increase whenever you eat one plate, you will have a greater amount of percentage of your hunger going down.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try to cook something for all the members of the family. Yeah. Let's say we cook. Yeah, let's go for 4 fried fish.
And you can see on the bottom right that the cooking will lower the fire intensity by 20 to 40%. So again, keep a track on the fire.
If you are going on a cooking frenzy and then your fire die, then you are in big trouble. Yeah. So you have to monitor that as well. So here we go for the fried fish.
Yeah, I think 4, 1 for each. Is good for start.
Well, what you can see also, if for now it's 100% of a recipe successful. If your stats are lower, you might have some recipes.
Yes, it's because we have actually the cooking pot that is at excellent condition, 100%. But if it's at 60 or 50, you will have some chance of failing the receipts.
Yeah, exactly. And also, when you for all the recipes successful, all the dishes successful, you have a few percent to have a really tasty food. Means that it will decrease even decrease better.
Yeah, it will have more impact. It will be more impactful on
the hunger. So okay, here we go.
So we have selected 4. And what else is needed? What can we do? Is there maybe an activity that we can add?
No, I guess we're good for the afternoon.
Okay.
So here we go. So as you see, Carrie
gathered 14 liters of
non-potable water.
So Moira that stayed in the shelter
and decreases fatigue.
Yeah. So we lost 25% of fire, and we actually gained 4 cooked fish.
Yeah. So do we have to look? No, I will not look into the inventory for now. We'll just put
let's make some water.
some more potable water.
So so we click again to make some potable water. We have 5 liters now. It's good.
Yeah, I think it's
the
good.
fire is quite low, so it's better for the night, because during the night the fire will decrease.
Also,
so it's good to have a good fire for the night.
Here we go. It should be enough.
90% is good. Good enough.
Yeah.
So now we have spent so morning and afternoon.
And afternoon. So let's call it a day.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's click here on end day. And now this is the night. So we'll move on the dialogues. Here we go. And let's see what happens. So the day's effect. Hunger. So they gain hunger, which is bad.
You have a percentage of chance to get dehydrated as well. So we can see that Eric, Moira, and Carrie failed the test, while Bloodwood actually
kind of failed the test of not drinking all day long. Yeah, about getting dehydrated. Also, there is 4 levels of dehydration. Dehydration? Okay, just as you said.
It's dehydration.
Okay, so if it reaches 4, then the characters die. So you also have to monitor that. And for each level of dehydrating, you have some debuffs. So your fatigue will increase. Also, your sickness will increase, and there is a 75% to turn into dehydrated too. So, which is really bad. So let's fight this and let's give them some water.
So if we choose to give, for instance, we have 5 liters of water, so it's reasonable for the night.
Yeah.
If we give a liter to anyone, so if you can move, it gives a 90% chance of lowering the dehydration level. So it's not 100% sure. If you want to be 100% sure, you have the 1.5 liters.
Yeah.
1.25 liters.
You know what? Let's give it 1.5. Here you go. And Eric, you know what? We'll try our luck and just giving.
Let's try that. So we will have a 60% chance of lowering his dehydration.
Yeah, only 60%. That is not that good. So let's give it a try.
Let's try that. So she loses it. Okay.
And okay, successful. And now
up to the food. So they are hungry. So we have raw fish, 3 raw fish, and 4 fried fish.
Yeah.
So you can see that it's the hunger decrease is higher for the fried fish. And if you look onto the raw fish has a percentage of sickness, because definitely raw fish has a percentage
of course, it's not so good to eat raw fish, except sushi, which is pretty good. We're not gonna eat some sushi. Anyway, let's give them some fried fish. Here we go.
1 each.
And you see directly the impact. So it lowered by 15 points for Kairi. Here you go, Moira. Okay. And
Eric. And now we have it. So everybody had...
Maybe we can give some raw fish to Moira, just to see. Okay, decrease the hunger by 9, but
and she gets +1 in sickness.
Yeah.
So that happens.
So yeah. Okay, that's it for the food.
Yeah. So you can move on.
And we have the good effects on the night.
So the night. We spend 30% of fire, definitely, and as we discussed, some part of the food perish.
Yeah.
So now this is not as edible as it was. So we actually had 2 raw fish. One is still good, and the last one is actually
rotten food. But yeah, if you are way too hungry, you can still try to eat it, but
at your own risk, because again it increases the sickness.
Yes. So now it's the morning again, and that will be the last point of today's stream. So it's a new weather. It's a rainy weather. So what does it mean? What are the impacts of it? So for the bad things, it's that all activities requiring having an impact on depression The depression will increase by 25% for all the activities.
Because it's not fun to have a rainy day.
No. If you have to work outside and you have some rain on your face, it's really depressing, definitely. But the good thing is, for every half day, you will gain 3 to 6 liters of potable and non-potable water, which is really good. So
fills up your tank actually. So
yeah, and
that's
you don't even have to put someone on the station. Well, if you still have a small group. But when the night comes, the fatigues will also increase from 0 to 10. The depression will, and that's a guarantee, from 2 to 12, and the fire intensity will decrease from 15 to 5. It's more than in normal conditions.
Yeah.
And but when it's rainy, well, the fatigue will also decrease by 18 to 9, and the fire intensity will decrease from 30.
It's the night effect at the end of the day whenever people sleep. So.
Exactly. So just to let you know, there is several weather possible.
Yeah, you have different. So sunny.
This is the sunny. This is the storm, and this is the sunny again.
Oh, there's a dry period actually.
And this is we have the draw day. So yeah, several weather impacting the gameplay. So you will have to manage all of these and choose the activities of the characters accordingly. So I guess that's it.
Yeah, I think we're
for
good
today.
Maybe if we can check if you have anyone has questions on the chat.
Oh, somebody just called us cheaters. Oh yeah, sorry, but that was for the good of the streams, and I guess that it was a good way to show the game.
Yeah.
And in any case, I think we're good for now.
It was easy for us, but it will be more difficult for you.
Yeah, definitely. You will have a hard time playing this game, but it is really great, so interesting, and we will talk a little more about, so as we said, the exploration system and the battle systems in the next streams. You can you can see all the links at the bottom of the screen, so the Facebook, the YouTube, etc. And what else?
A quick reminder, so the game will be releasing on
April
12th.
Yeah.
You can actually check it out for pre-order on Good Old Games GOG and Origin as well.
Yeah.
I think
we're good.
Actually, you do have a higher percentage, 15% promotion for pre-order.
Oh, cool. So what are you waiting for? Just go and grab it. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching us, and if you arrive only right now, you can see the stream on YouTube also. It will be put on YouTube, I don't know, early next week. So be sure to check it out.
And if you haven't already, there is the stream from last week, 2 weeks ago, sorry, that is also online.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so thanks to everyone, and we'll hope you enjoy this stream and that we will see each other again in 2 weeks.
Good weekend to everybody.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.